Good morning, learners. I hope you are doing well. This day, I want us to go through these questions. And by the time we are finishing to go through these questions, if you have been having a challenge in formulae, if you have been having a challenge in quadratic equations and indices, I believe you'll be in a better position to respond to these questions. So ensure you click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. That is in our YouTube channel, Top Grade Academy, so that you'll always be updated. Very quickly, we will start with the first question. That is question number 1. And we are being told to make f the subject of the formula. We are told to make f the subject of our formula. So let us split our board so that we can number these questions here. So the first question is, make f the subject of the formula. So we have w is equals to square root of h minus 2fl over 3f. And this question should give us 3 marks. So for us to make f the subject of the formula, we are supposed to ensure that f remains on one side of the equals sign. So the first step that we are going to do in this question is, we will eliminate this square root sign. And for us to eliminate this square root sign, we are going to square on both sides. So we are going to square w, and we are also going to square the right hand side. So when we square w, it will become w squared is equals to, when we square this, the whole of this, the square root sign will be eliminated and we will be left with h minus 2fl over 3f. Don't forget that we are making f the subject of our formula. So you can write f here in a bracket to simplify, to simply say you are finding f, or you are making f the subject of our formula. So in this case now, we are going to cross multiply. Let us cross multiply. And when we cross multiply, we will take w squared multiplied by 3f. So remember, this one is over 1. This one is over 1. If there is nothing, it means it is over 1. So it will be w squared multiplied by 3f is equals to 1 multiplied by h minus 2fl. And what are we making the subject? We are making f the subject of our formula. So in this scenario, we are going to open our brackets. If we multiply this, we will get 3fw squared. 3fw squared. I've arranged this alphabetically so that we can try and maintain the order. Is equals to 1 times h is equal to h minus 1 times 2 is equal to 2fl. Don't forget that we are making f the subject of our formula. So for us to make f the subject of our formula, let us bring f to one side. So if we bring f, everything pertaining f, we bring it on one side of the equals sign. So if we bring this on this side, we'll have 3fw squared minus 2fl is equal to h. And because we want to make f the subject of the formula, we will factorize f. We will remove f outside the bracket, and we will have 3w squared minus 2l is equal to h. Remember, we are making f the subject. So for us to be left with l, we will divide both sides with 3w squared minus 2l, both sides by 3w squared minus 2l. And from there, we can now simplify this by 1 and this by 1. So allow me to lab this part here, where we had question number 1, and we can write our final answer here. So our answer for question number 1 will be f is equal to h over 3w squared minus 2L. We are done, and you will get your 3 marks. So you can clearly see that F is on one side of the equal sign. We don't have F on the other side of the equal sign. So let us continue to question 2. Let us proceed to question number 2. So question number 2. In question 2, we have been told to solve the equation 5y over 3 minus 2y minus 5 over 2 is equals to y over 4. So for us to solve the equation, in simple terms, when you are told to solve the equation, we are supposed to determine the value of y. So the easiest way I would recommend us to use in this case, we should determine the LCM of 3, 2, and 4. So for us to determine the LCM, we will take 3, 2, and 4, and we will start with the least common multiple of the 3 of them is 2. Since 3 is not a multiple of 2, 3 will remain as 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then we will take 2 also, because we have 2 here. So 3 divided by 2, 3 is not a multiple of 2, so it will remain to be 3. 1 and 2 divided by 2 is 1. This one will be 3, 1, 1, and 1. Therefore, our LCM is equal to 2 squared times 3. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So our LCM is equal to 12. When we get our LCM is equivalent to 12, we are going to multiply all our elements with the LCM, which is equal to 12. So when we multiply all our elements with 12, we are going to have, we are multiplying this with 12. We also multiply this with 12, and we'll also multiply this with 12. That is the simplest way possible we can approach this question. So here we will simplify by 3, 1 by 3. 12 divided by 3 will be equal to 4. So it will be 5y multiplied by 4. Then we go here, 2 by 2, 1 by 2, 6. So it will be minus 6 multiplied by 2y minus 5. Why are we multiplying this into within brackets? Is because this one is a compound number, and a compound number can only be multiplied within a bracket, so that we can be able to multiply all the elements that are inside the bracket. Is equal to y over 4 times 12. We will simplify by 4, 1 by 4, 3. So it will be 3 multiplied by y. So once we have that, we are going to take now 4 times 5y will be equivalent to 20y. Then negative 6 times 2y, it will be equivalent to negative 12y. Then negative 6 times negative 5, negative times negative will become positive 30, is equal to 3 times y is 3y. So let us now put our like terms together. 20y minus 12y will give us 8y plus 30 is equal to 3y. We will now proceed to put our like terms together. We will bring 3y on this other side and have 8y minus 3y is equal to, on the other side of the equal sign, we will take our 30, which will become negative 30. Therefore, 8y minus 3y is equivalent to 5y equals negative 30. For us to determine the value of y, we are now going to divide both sides by 5. And when we divide both sides by 5, we will get by 5, 1 by 5, 1. And y will be equivalent to negative 30 divided by 5 is equivalent to negative 6. And that is going to be our answer. Negative 6 will be the value of y. Let us now proceed to determine or solve the last question, question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3. Solve for x in the equation. Solve for x in the equation. 3 marks. So in this question, we have 2 to power 3x minus 1 multiplied by 8 to power x minus 1 is equivalent to 256. That is what we are supposed to solve. So we have 2 is our base and our power is 3x to power 3x minus 1. Then we have 8 to power x minus 1. So what we are going to do in this case, 8 and 256 can be written in form of base 2. Therefore, if we write this in form of base 2, we will have 2 to power 3x minus 1 multiplied by 8 is equivalent to 2 to power 3 x minus 1. 2 to power 3 is equal to 8 is equivalent to 256. 256 is equivalent to 2 to power 8. Is equivalent to 2 to power 8. So what we are going to do is that we have base 2 all round. So what we are going to do in this case, we can drop our bases, and when we drop our bases, we can solve the powers. We said when numbers have the same base and we are multiplying them, we add their powers. So we will have 3x minus 1 plus 3 into bracket x minus 1 is equal to 8. So this will now give us 3x minus 1 plus 3 times x is 3x. 3 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 3 is equal to 8. Let us now put our like terms together. 3x plus 3x is equivalent to 6x minus 1 minus 3. Negative 1 minus 3 is equal to negative 4 is equivalent to 8. So we will now put the like terms together and take negative 4 to the other side. So we will take negative 4 to this other side and it will become positive 4, and we will be left with 6x is equal to 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. So we'll divide both sides by 6 and we'll get by 6 1 by 6 1. X is equivalent to 12 divided by 6 is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2. And that is how we respond to those 3 questions. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Top Grade Academy. Turn on the notification bell so that we will be updated on this and more so. Also, if you are in need of our private tutorials, you can dial the number +254 742 0908 25. If you are in need of resources, academic resources, notes, and past papers, revision materials, you can also access this from our website topgradeacademy.co.ke, where you will get all these resources at your disposal and you can be able to learn them from the comfort of your homes. Have a blessed day.